Kenya, often celebrated as the freest country in Africa, is now in turmoil. But why? What has driven thousands of Kenyans into the streets demanding justice and change? Let's break it down. First up, the economy. The cost of living is skyrocketing, jobs are scarce, and the government more interested in lining its pockets than helping its people. Corruption is rampant, with billions of dollars meant for public services vanishing. Kenyans are fed up, tired of living in poverty while those in power thrive. Then there's the political landscape. Opposition voices silenced, elections marred by fraud and intimidation. Kenyans want transparency, accountability, and free and fair elections. The recent fuel price hike, just the tipping point. Social injustice is another major issue. Marginalized communities face discrimination and persecution. Extrajudicial killings, forced disappearances, the human rights abuses are staggering. The LGBTQ+ community lives in fear, hiding from homophobia and transphobia. The people are crying out for equality and dignity. And history? It's repeating itself. In 2017, the government used military force to quell protests, causing deaths and injuries. The international community was outraged, but the Kenyan government dismissed the protesters as looters and criminals. The current protests are the result of years of neglect and oppression. The government's violent response only adds fuel to the fire. Kenyans just want to be heard. Take the recent crackdown on a peaceful protest in Nairobi's Uhuru Park. Police brutality left demonstrators bloodied and arrested. Tear gas canisters fired into crowds. It's a stark reminder of the government's disregard for human life. These protests go beyond economic struggles and political corruption. They're about the very soul of the nation, the right to be heard, seen, and treated with dignity. The government might try to silence the protesters, but their voices will not be ignored. Kenya is at a crossroads. The decisions made now will shape its future for generations. Thanks for tuning in. What do you think? Will the government heed the people's demands, or will the status quo persist? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more analysis and commentary. Stay informed.